the law.
Would you give a young lady wanting to become President of the United States?
Well, I hope we do have a young lady at some point become President of the United States. I can tell you how I think it will happen, because it won't happen in the normal course of events. Either the Republican or Democrat political party will nominate a man for president and a woman for vice president. And the woman and man will win. So you'll end up with a president, a male, and a vice president, a female. And in that term of office of the president will die. And the woman will become president.
Now to Vice President Kamala Harris today, as he'll be under anaesthetic for what's being described as a routine colonoscopy. The White House says the procedure is part of the president's annual medical checkup. Our correspondent Joe Pike is live in Washington for us. So acting President Kamala Harris then, Joe.
Exactly, Sarah. That in itself is historic. The first time, I believe, that we've had a female US president, albeit very briefly. Joe Biden is due to head off this morning, US time, to the Walter Reed Medical Center, about half an hour outside Washington, probably a little bit quicker if you're travelling as president. That is the same place where President Trump stayed for a few days last year when he tested positive for COVID-19. Now, we know that Joe Biden is, of course, the oldest man to serve as president. He is 78. He turns 79 tomorrow. And just before he became president, his doctor did tell us that he was fit to serve in that role, but was being treated for a number of conditions: non-valvular atrial fibrillation, high cholesterol, gastroesophageal reflux and seasonal allergies. This means, as I say, that Kamala Harris, his vice president, will be in charge. The power will be transferred to her for a brief period, and because of that, she will be working from her office in the West Wing, close to the centre of power at this key time. And the White House are very keen to make it clear this is a process set out in the Constitution, and this has happened many times before. They point certainly to the presidency of George W. Bush. He underwent the same procedure in 2002 and in 2007. It comes as at the same point as President Biden is trying to get a key bit of legislation, his Build Back Better bill, through the House of Representatives, this key social policy and climate change, a bit of legislation which some argue is at the heart of his presidency. But of course, he will not be able to make calls to persuade politicians, lawmakers, as they say here, to back it. Kamala Harris may be, but she'll probably have her eyes on a few things as well, as she will be serving as president.
Just a horrible thing, the way she was, the way she treated now Justice Kavanaugh, and I won't forget that soon. So she did very poorly in the primaries, and now she's chosen, so let's see how that all works out.
Does the marijuana legalization vote for you rather than her because she convicted so many people in the past?
I can't tell you what she's voting for. I don't think she knows what. I think Joe knows even less than she does. But I was a little surprised at the pick. A lot of people were saying that might be the pick. I was more surprised than anything else because she did so poorly. Many people did much better than her in the primaries. She did very poorly in the primaries. And that's like a poll.